What is up, guys? I'm Ozzy, and you're watching Bottled and Bond. Alright guys, welcome back to Bottled and Bond. I know you see things a little bit different. I'm still getting situated, trying to get my whole office, bar, whatever you want to call this room, kind of situated to where I really wanted to be at for our episodes here at Bottled and Bond. So I moved a few things around, set up a few things, got a desk from my lovely wife, and I'm still trying to just get things situated in different areas so that I can bring you the best content here on Bottled and Bond. Today we're gonna taste a whiskey from Scotland, from the Speyside region. We are gonna go to the Glendullan Distillery in Dufftown, Scotland. This distillery is owned by Diageo, and it is the Glendullan Distillery, and we are trying out the Singleton 15-year Single Malt Scotch. So I don't know much about the Singleton 15-year. I have tried their 12-year, and I will say it was amazing. It has very subtle notes, delicious, very mellow. You can tell that it's from Speyside. A lot of the Speyside whiskeys that they're coming out with have this fruity, very delicious taste to it, almost citrusy. And I love them. I love all the different Speysides that I've had so far. So I figured, why not do a first review from the Glendullan Distillery and make it the Singleton 15-year. Now, the Glendullan Distillery was established in 1897, according to their website, according to this bottle, according to their different whiskeys. And the Singleton 15-year, from what I read online, the major proportion of its age statement comes from American oak casks, and then a minor proportion was aged in European oak casks, giving it a different flavor of both different regions, just based on you're still going to pick up the different weathers and everything, but it's just different oak casks from two different countries. The Singleton 15-year is coming in at 40% alcohol by volume, making it an 80 proof. Nonetheless, let's open it up. As I stated before, very citrusy, nothing herbal to it, and believe it or not, you actually pick up some of the casks. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that it was barreled twice, and the second time was a European cask, but has a different, distinct nose that I have not picked up on other single malt scotch. So I poured a little bit more than I wanted to, but it's still doing its job. And what I'm picking up here is pretty much what I spoke about earlier. A lot of the fruity notes, very citrusy. So now a little bit of the herbal does come into play, very woody. This reminds me a lot of monkey shoulder. It has a lot of the different notes of monkey shoulder, just not so much of that sweetness that it brings. I pick up butterscotch, and the funny thing is that I'm trying to sniff it, and I'm sniffing it, and all I keep getting is different candies. Nothing minty, but other things that are very sweet, and nothing like caramel either. It's just different candies that I've had. Butterscotch is one of the biggest ones that I'm picking up. A little bit of a licorice smell, possibly. I smell some type of a sweet bread. It's almost like a parsley smell as well. That may be a little bit of the earthy smells that I'm getting. It's weird because as soon as you put it in your palate, your whole palate is engulfed with sweetness. And as you begin to chew on it and sip it, you get a little bit more of that smoky sensation. Obviously no bite. Single malts, it's very rare that you'll find one that has a bite like the typical bourbon. And you still get all those earthy, sweet, citrusy, almost like a orange citrus candy-like, a little earthy, like I said, with the parsley, a little licorice at the same time. But it's just weird how as soon as you put it in your palate, it's an automatic like sweetness in your palate. On the second nosing, I'm not picking up too much. Everything is already in my palate, and it's giving me different flavors and different aromas, but I'm not picking up anything different from what I was picking up before. Very easy to drink. light body, smoky, citrusy. This is very similar to their 12-year. I do remember similar notes that I was picking up, similar flavors on the palate to the 12-year. If anything, you're adding on 3 more years of aging, different cask. I'm not sure if they did the same thing with their 12-year. I'd have to go back to it whenever I review their 12-year, but it's very similar. You could tell that there's Speyside in there. So Speyside is almost becoming to me like a, hey, this is great whiskey. This is great single malt Scotch. If you go to the Highlands, you're gonna get good whiskey for the most part. If you go to Speyside, so far, all I've had has been great, amazing, good single malts. Never turned them down, never disappointed. If you go to Isla, expect some of the peaty here and there, but it's just so much different and robust and flavorful. With the Singleton 15-year, I freaking like it. Great job from the Glendullan Distillery. It's smoky, citrusy. I love it. I recommend it. Try their 12-year. Just see if you can pick up anything. Whenever I do review the 12-year, I'm definitely going to have the 15-year on board so I could kind of try to differentiate between the two flavors. The Singleton 15-year from the Glendullan Distillery gets my vote. Nonetheless, guys, if you guys have had the Singleton from the Glendullan Distillery, Singleton 15-year single malt Scotch, if you thought something different, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you thought. If you guys have had it and you thought similar things from what I thought, then that's badass, and I'm glad you guys are letting me know in the comments and through messages and recommending other whiskeys for me to try. I truly appreciate it. Regardless of that, I'm Ozzy. This is the Singleton 15-year from Glendullan Distillery from Ducktown, Scotland. And this is Bottled in Bond. Cheers.